All right, we're in round one, and we've got all our resources we need, so that's good. And the hand is pretty good beyond that, so we'll definitely keep it. Opponent is also keeping and playing first. Do get a couple warrior creatures, which is kind of nice from the Mardu Charm. Definitely good in our deck. So Charm is actually one of the MVPs for this deck, I would say. So now the question, if he plays Morph next turn, do I injury or Morph the Sage Eye Harrier? I think I Sage Eye Harrier because usually the Morphs don't get unmorphed until turn, 5. So could be good for us. Ooh, well, Jeskai Elder might be a different story. I think I'm just going to kill that. Ooh, that was a good draw. Alright, let's just kill this little dude. Then next turn we can morph this and work towards unmorphing. And Rush of Battling, I'm hoping at some point. Alright, there's a Jeskai Wind Scout. Let's get this dude down. Alright. So now we play land, swing into Warname Aspirant. And I'm kind of tempted to morph plus Bondkin, but I mean, we got to clearly see if he blocks first. All right. I'm pretty tempted to drop 2 more dudes, because then that sets me up for more Rush of Battling later. I can't block it with my tokens. I mean, we don't have to unmorph now anyway. So really the question is, do I want to unmorph at the end of his turn? Which would let me swing for what? 3, 6, 9, 13 damage. 4 of which is lifelink. It's not bad. I can also... I think we drop... Well, I definitely want to get full value from this. But he doesn't know exactly what it is yet. I mean, he's got to have a good idea it's a Ponyback Brigade, but... I do kind of want to get both these dudes out there. Might make him question his attack, since I can, block a Harrier on a War Name. I'm not actually sure. I think I'm going to... I think I'm just going to unmorph. Leave up the Mardu Charm. That's interesting. So he fears the unmorph? I mean, it's clearly not a Pine Walker, so I don't know what else it could be. And even if he knew it was a Ponyback Brigade, he shouldn't care, right? Because maybe he forgot that can't be blocked. I don't know. But let's get our tokens out first and foremost. So I don't think this is the turn that we do the Rush of Battle. So I think we're better off. I almost want to just hard cast my Sage Eye Harrier, but I guess it does make more sense to. I mean, this does hold back the Wind Scout, but well, I guess first things first. Let's just swing with our Ponyback Brigade. And I think we just drop 2 creatures here. And then just set ourselves up for Mardu Charm next turn. And by Mardu Charm, I mean Rush of Battle. With grand total of 1 warrior. Alright. So why don't we do, oh geez, 2 of them. Well, now we don't even have to do a count, we just do it. He doesn't have good blocks. And then next turn we get to do it again, and it's definitely too much for him to handle. So we'll take out our Bondkin. We get in for a ton of damage. And then yeah, with the Rush of Battle next turn, it's definitely lethal. It's actually a good draw. So it's going to let us cast Mardu Charm if we need it to. Guess I could have just Mardu Charmed his morph. So he's got a kill shot, I guess. So he's kill shotting the Ponyback Brigade. Yeah, I guess I could have charmed him, but I think we're still pretty much just got this in the bag, because at end of his turn we can just put 2 warriors out. So let's see some more cards from him, I guess. I actually would rather put the warriors out, in case he has an answer for my goblin. Like he had Force Away mana up, so had I killed his Summit Prowler, he could have bounced my token and then couldn't deal lethal. So I do think actually making the warriors there was the right move. Play around that. Looks like our opponent's deck is decent. It already kind of looks better than ours. It's got just the creature quality is pretty good. I guess the Summit Prowler's not that impressive of a card, but everything else seemed pretty good. Saw a kill shot from him, which I think is a little bit awkward in his deck because he just looks like he's more aggressive. So usually when you're aggressive, you don't want to play cards like kill shot that are defensive spells. Makes sense. Some people, for some reason, have a hard time visualizing that. But that's the way I see it. So yeah, the game plan is pretty straightforward. Get a pony back down and kill him with Rush of Battle. So see if we can do it again. I don't think we've got a sideboard. He also got, he missed land drops there for a little while. This is definitely a keep. I mean, it's a lot of lands, but still fine. All right. No 2-drop from us either. So I guess we do the Bondkin first, just in case of removal, and then we do the pony back. So I could injury that now. I don't think it's worth it. Although, guess it keeps him off like raid spells. I think the problem with not playing Debilitating Injury here is I'm kind of busy for the next few turns, you know? And I guess it makes our Scavenger cheaper. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm going to kill it. See what we're dealing with. Glacial Stalker. Alright, well, not the most exciting morph to kill, but certainly fine. Alright, little Alabaster Kirin, which is pretty good against us. There's a Mardu Charm, though. It's kind of nice. So this turn, I think we, what, morph this? I mean, theoretically, I could just kill the Kirin too, but no, let's morph the pony back. I'm alright with that. Next turn, we can either unmorph or hardcast the Bondkin, or the Scavenger, for that matter. Maybe the Scavenger is the better one since it blocks Kirin. I guess I should have dropped the Bondkin since it can attack into the Kirin. Yeah, that would have made more sense. Ride down. It's not bad. Pretty tempted to just attack into it. And if he blocks with the Kirin, I can ride down, plus still play a morph. If he blocks with both, I guess I just unmorph and kill the Ambusher. If he blocks with just the Ambusher, I just unmorph. So all of my options are pretty good for attacking here. It's a really bold block. But we did have the reconnaissance plan here. I guess he's got Feet of Resistance mana up. Oh, that's a blowout. And I don't have Mardu Charm mana either. That's a huge blowout. Alright, well, I could probably just scoop it up at this point. My god. That was awful. Yeah, that was awful. Let's see here. So, blowout, and I guess we'll play this. Do something. So now, I guess I'm forced to use Mardu Charm on the 3/4 Flying Vigilance that's bashing me down. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. I wish I wasn't taking. Wish I had an attack now. Wish I would have paid closer attention to the mana he had untapped. I wish a lot of things. Don't wish that just happened, though. Oh, yeah, I have 3 of these horrible cards in my deck. I forgot. That's funny. That is very funny. So I guess I could attack Unmorph if he has... No, it just seems bad. I'm going to deal 4 to it. I actually don't care about that. Guess I just swing Cavalry. Gotta kind of keep that Jeskai Elder at bay. Feel like that was kind of a gift of a block. We'll leave the swamp in our hand. Now that we don't really need to pump a Firehoof Cavalry anymore. It's pretty strong. I hated one of these, but not quite enough. He should have swung there. He definitely should have swung. I wouldn't have blocked with 4 mana up. I can't even really afford to swing here. But I guess I have to. I need to start dealing damage. I'm just too far behind. I can't, after he just draws 3 cards, I think there's just no chance of me sitting back and hoping to win through value. I think my best shot is trying to race. I don't know what else to do. I basically, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess double Rush of Battle could help. Raider Spoils would be great, although a little bit low on life for that. All right. All right. I guess we have to stay back now, unfortunately, because I can't race. Basically, we're just gonna lose. We lost actually the game on turn whatever turn he played the Feat of Resistance. So ever since that turn, it's just been a nonstop uphill battle. Yeah. Now I can't block. It's just an awful game. All right, let's go to game 3. See if we can't do something on the play here. We'll play first. No white source makes this hand much more awkward, but I'm gonna keep it because we have 8 sources of white. So hoping we get lucky and draw one. Otherwise, I guess we're just on the well, I guess we're on the lose plan if we never see a white source. But that's all I got. That's tough, isn't it? I guess we need the actual morph. I got to push some damage. So next turn, I guess I'll play the Windscarred Crag. All right, we're in pretty rough shape already, but ideally we can. Well, that's a helpful draw for sure. At least I can potentially block his Warname Aspirant now, which I think I will. Now I could have played Scavenger there, but I gotta just make sure I unmorph my Ponyback Brigade. I don't want to get burn away or something ridiculous like that. It's not a bad draw. Well, hell, if he's gonna get mana screwed, then we got a real shot at this. So kill this. Rush of battle. Get in for 1 million. So this puts us lethal next turn with just the Scavenger. His deck is clearly better. Yeah, he had a much better deck than we did. So let's move on to round 2. See if we can't win some more games with mediocrity.